Alright, what's up CSGO community? This video is going to be about Tarik as a new in-game leader. Apparently he's the one doing the calling for this event. This is DreamHack Masters Malmo. They lost this game 16-10, spoiler alert. We'll just go over the match right now and see what went wrong. Maybe I'll just look at the T side actually, why not? There it is, C9 on the T side. There's a pause. Okay. Let's roll through this bitch. We see smoke, 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and a molly. I'm guessing it's gonna end up being a porch take with the molly. No, never mind. There's probably gonna be a wrap. Not a wrap, but like a mid-speed split. 2 smokes. Maybe just a straight porch hit. Alright, so we see C9 take pulse control. It's very good. At this point, they're probably going to smoke left side main, take top main control as well. Let's look at the people in halls. Yeah. They're smoking moto and they're smoking, it's just a porch take. So 1 flashing, skill flashing. There it is. And they're dropping these flashes. Alright, so if we look back at this round, exactly what went wrong is just very poor spacing between the guys in halls and the guys in pushing porch. The guys in halls got into side before the porch guys were even up to like this wall right here. Something that should not happen. Why is this taking so long? Right now it's a 5v4. I usually when I'm up 5v4 I want to split B because there's usually gonna be 1 B, 1 CT, and 2 at A. But they still go ahead with this execute, which is fine. So we're gonna see this. I'm only solely looking at radar. The timing on this should be smoke and rush. Should already be right here as those guys are jumping around. I think it's taking way too long. Oh, they didn't smoke. Okay. I'm guessing if they missed this, like if this smoke is meant to be there so that the pit player can't like peek crossing from this angle. I'm not sure that this smoke does anything for you. Maybe it was just a miss throw and it should be like it should have landed right there. I still think they should have just smoked mid and taken mid control before doing that, but I think it's not that great of an execute. Because whoever's got to jump out of halls, they're fighting with way too many angles, and you gotta make up your mind as well. Like when you go out of halls, is everybody gonna drop in pit and fight the pit guy? Obviously this is smoke, so you could do that because you're isolated from site, and the CT and site can't shoot at you, so you're basically fighting a 2v1 or 3v1. Or is everybody gonna drop in like leave pit alone and go towards site? Like what happened then is like I think 2 people dropped and 1 guy went right there. I think it would have been better if everybody just dropped and killed the big guy. There wasn't anybody in pit, but the guy was graveyard still. I don't think that smoke really helps anything. So, I don't think so we see 1 smoke. They're gonna wrap with this. Yeah. They should be able to win this round. Counter-terrorists win. The guys porch were a bit too scared. Porch and halls peaked a bit too late. I feel like once your teammates at a moto are up here and they don't see anything in pit, and you're in halls and you don't see anything in pit, at this point you need to peek out towards site. And same goes for this guy. If he doesn't see this guy right here peeking him, he needs to push side. I mean, the longer you wait, the worse it is. Because you allow the CTs basically to isolate these angles. Get 2 kills right here and then focus back on the porch and go back towards moto. Where, like, if they if everybody pushes at the same time, like the CTs are stuck inside at all the angles. Yet again, it was a 5v4. I would have liked them to do B. You know, but to me it's the ideal thing when you're up a guy going mid to B. This is a throwaway round. I'm just gonna skip it. All right. C9 only wins 1 T round, so there's probably gonna be a lot to correct. Early B control. They contested B a bit. I like it. I think that's exactly what you should be doing. They think they just threw 1 flash. They forced the CTs to smoke. They didn't lose a banana actually. So at this point, if I'm a terrorist, I would not allow this to happen. The CTs are using so many resources, right? So I'm gonna pause this. So you saw what happened. The goal of that kind of, like, I want to say, strategy from the CTs is as soon as their smoke right here disappears, they throw a deeper smoke and a molly right here and close up in case, because usually as terrorists, what you want to do is if this smoke is right here, either someone's going to be hiding here or close, and basically, or someone's going to be T-steps. And by you throwing this smoke, like if one guy was there and one guy was T-steps looking at mid, because of the molly right here, his teammate T-steps can't help him if there was a guy here. Plus this guy gets mollied as well. So it's just an kind of easy way to take full banana control mid round. Like the only way to counter this, I would say, is it's very hard. I'm not gonna lie. You would need to molly top car. The only way to counter this is molly top car and play behind the smoke, or find a gap. There must be a gap somewhere where you're not getting mollied, and just hold it. And then as soon as the molly disappears, then you can retake B, because just counter molly basically. All right, that's what I would have liked C9 to do. Like at this point, it's gonna be 55 seconds when the smoke is in B, and they have the second smoke. Like right now, North should leave 1 guy B. Yeah. C9 is not gonna push through that smoke. I can guarantee you that. They boost someone, he's gonna leave. Yep. It was a bit too slow though. So they took mid control. Late mid control. Yet again. I'm gonna lower volume. You should take mid control. At like 120. I don't think you should wait out 45 seconds to take mid. I don't think you should wait out the smokes, like the CC smokes either. This is just a wrap, like contact trap, you could say. It worked in their favor because they got the entries. I don't think this is a good strat. I think on the north side of things, MSL should have been at A, and they should have had MSL by library or CT spawn and 3 people in sight, and that strat gets annihilated by this by having 4 at A. If you shut down the arch players, you win the round. So yeah. Nevertheless, it's not like a crazy execute. It's just, you know, people walking and just holding on contact, I guess. There weren't any smokes or anything. They smoked library, I think that's it. Nah, they didn't even smoke library, they smoked maybe they whiffed their motor smoke. I don't know, it was just odd. So they're setting up in a default again. They're gonna take banana control, I'm guessing. Or sewer. Nope. See, the CTs are doing the exact same things. Yeah, there's a gap right here where you can sit. And even these two just got spammed with smoke. The smoke's gonna disappear at about 45 seconds. And that, like a terrorist, once you've given up B like that, you won't be able to take it back. There isn't much time left. That's a cheeky boost that nets him a kill, or a lot of damage at least. Alright. I'm gonna just watch the round again. I got a bit confused with what happened. So C9 gave up B control. That's a tendency. And usually that's why teams tend to lose T-side Infernos, because they don't want to contest B. And oh fuck. Okay. I think someone's gonna smoke truck and allow the guy boost to get like a good angle. Let's see. It's much later in the round. Yeah. So that was a terrorist smoke. They smoked both sides of mid. No, that was a CC smoke. Alright, so it was a good counter smoke for the CCs. They kind of played it one way over the smoke. Probably should have traded they actually traded, they just got naded. So, just unfortunate, I guess. There's not really anything else to say. Other than the fact that they probably should have taken mid control earlier in the round again. That leaves them, you know, having to push B with 20 seconds. There's going to be counter flashes. Yeah, too many angles to clear. He's going to lose this round. There's no need to watch his clutch. C9 needs to save. So yet again, what I would like... oh, a lot of issues at this tournament, man. The fuck? Let's skip this. Alright, force buy, they got full set of nades. This is some... I don't know if they have a full execute on A. We'll see. They need to take mid control now. I'm gonna pause this real quick. This is the first time the CTs have not pushed down B. Because they know it's against an eco and they don't want to get wrecked. And I think that this is like your best bet when you're ecoing is to go B. Because you're getting in close range, especially when you have a full set of nades. Just two smokes, a molly at the boost, molly emo, this, second oranges, and a pop flash, and you get the side for free. No, you're not for free, but you should be able to trade the kills inside. Instead, yeah, so they just took mid. They smoked. This is a smoke that Big does. Just to deny a bit of information. Yeah, this is a big strat. They're gonna molly Alright, the one thing this execute lacks, I don't know if the C9 and watched actually Big, but the way Big does this is they smoke and then they wait out the 15 seconds of the smoke, and literally as the smoke disappears, they're gonna throw a bunch of mollies and a pop flash, like right as the smoke, like right before the smoke disappears. That means that you're not actually pushing through smokes, and you're catching people off guard instead of just pushing through a smoke right away and getting fucked by flashes. Like the flashes won't get this guy. You won't. Blinding this guy isn't fucking easy. You won't get the guy middle sight, and yeah, that's it. This is a throwaway round again. Maybe I should rewind the last round and like really critique their execute, but no. Early mid control. Team got naded. But this is good, man. You make a CC waste a molly early. That's exactly what you want to see. That smoke doesn't matter. You didn't have to go dry, I guess. Yeah. Poor spacing. That's just it. Very bad spacing. Like the first guy pushed out of boiler, then 2 seconds later the second guy pushed out of boiler, then like 2 seconds later again, whoever was mid pushed out of boiler, pushed up, like whoever pushed top mid went back towards truck to push, and all that time, and like this arch player could have just peeked with a flash and like shredded the rest of the team if you wanted. Like I think you need to smoke arch, that way once you flash out there's only one angle you gotta look at, which is your right, and everybody can go in that direction instead of having to split up mid. Like at least 2 people have to go towards arch and at least 2 people have to go towards truck because you want to trade the kills since you haven't smoked anything, you know. That's why I think that's why the spacing was bad, just the lack of smoke. You could also add that with the pop flash top mid, you could also throw a flash off this wall that lands right behind this pole right here. But this guy gets blind or he's got to dodge the flash, so it's kind of an awkward angle for him, you know. Because he can't use a pole to fall back. Like he was playing right here, so he'd have to dodge the flash. Bobby go back, like it helps you a bit, you know. It's another small force buy. I think they're on a 4 rounds loss. Yeah, 4. So they're gonna be able to buy. They're gonna get. My bad. No. That was so quick. Wait, what? Okay. Just a problem with the computers. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's a decent, like you can buy a bit small armor, pistol, a couple of nades. They'll get about 2,900 after this round. So at the very least, if you don't plant the bomb, Tim's can still afford an AK armor. So alright, the CCs are yet again giving a B because they know it's an eco. If I'm C9, I know this. I'm actually nah, they can't really know. Not this round. The bomb is T steps, so this is gonna end up being a Mitsubi. Or am I drunk? If you want to go Mitsubi and you haven't taken B early, it's just not a good idea. If the CTs have like control of banana entirely and they spot you, like once they spot you B and they spot you mid, they don't know what's coming and they'll just set up in construction and wreck your CT players. Whoever's flanking CT, I guess. Alright, instead, yeah, it's supposed to be a mid to B. I don't dislike this. Like if you take arch, you get the kill, you get a gun. You can just keep working picks at CT spawn. You know, play with the rotators. This. Like I think the only thing I would say is the guys at B, they pushed actually at the right time. So what you want to be doing is you want to push the single player at B once you spotted the rotator from B at Arch, which Tarik did. Actually killed him. So actually at that point, I'll take that back. What should happen is Tarik should run directly towards B, and like he had an op and have first contact. That way they can trade off of each other, you know. Because they killed the first guy. If they hadn't killed anybody, it would have been more tricky. They would have had to wait on Tarik to make a play, but finally they take Stewie gets up top B. There's a, wait, what? They're doing a boost. Alright, you just spotted the boost. At the same time, they just took top mid. They went Arch fast. Did they smoke Moto? They did not smoke Moto, so they just went blind. So they were up a guy and decided to split mid to be exactly what I would do, except probably the I think like the problem with what they did right then is because they did it so early in the round that the CT still had smokes at B. So what you want to be doing at this point is if you get a first kill and your Arch, you just hold CT spawn. You hold for picks and CT with the two players you had. And the two players at B just hold, put a bit of pressure, make them waste the smoke, and once they don't have a smoke anymore, then you can actually pinch in. But at the same time, an opera can destroy a mid to B split like we just saw. There really isn't a way to counter this opera right here. I mean, technically there is a way. Like if you would want to do a full mid to B execute, you want to smoke front side and come up here with all your players and just strike the guy construction. I don't think I've ever seen this in a game. Like we've seen the classic like they smoke front side and they smoke like a truck and people wrap up, but we haven't seen a mid to B with all that without that smoke because you have city spawn control, and I think that would be a very viable strat. Obviously it would require like it's not something that you can call like you can call it on the fly if everybody it depends, like because usually you don't start the round with a preconceived idea as an in-game leader. You don't really want to do that unless like you really know like a good counter to what the CTs are doing. So it's hard to set up for a full mid to be execute, but if it gets there and your 2B players have smokes and you can tell them throw the front side smokes, and let's just take it. This is the last round. Holy shit. Like I feel if you want to, I'm gonna pause this because it's gonna end. If you want to actually push through the smoke, the one viable thing would be to toss a molly right in front of the car, which spreads to behind the car as well. So you deny that like all these angles right here, and then you can pop flash to the smoke. So all you have to look is close right and close left, and you never see two B players playing right, like one here and one here. So you can probably get away with the trade and then take top B, you know? I think that's a viable strat. So that was just a very scrimmy thing to do. But at the same time, you know, you kind of give him a break because it's his first tournament calling. So I don't know. We saw botched executions. We saw late mid presence. We saw a lack of banana presence, and yeah, that's it, man. They just I think they should have lost this game. Like, they didn't lose rounds because people whiffed or, you know, like unfortunate timing or anything. They just lost rounds because they couldn't trade properly. They had like not great ideas, like pop flashing mid without smoking left side mid, which means that everybody's got to spread 2-2, and you know, it's just, you can't really trade effectively. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to say. It wasn't like terrible. I feel like this is exactly what I would see if Sui was calling. I don't think there'd be anything different, you know. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and see you later.